Free love. Woo, we like that beat. We like that song. You guys were listening to Shea Rose. That's her music. Awesome, girl. Awesome. Okay, we got Shea on the line. She's via Skype today. Shea, here she goes.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Good, girl. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. We're going to just chat with you for like a little while. We actually met several years ago at a jazz exchange. We have a mutual friend, Sasha, and she was having that, and it was more or less like a networking type of event, and it was at her house, and she had it for like 40 people, and there was so many people in that house. It was like crazy that day, but it was like really good. But we got a chance to meet each other on that day, and ever since that day I've just followed her work, and somehow we've always stayed connected. So I want to say thank you. I feel so blessed and honored to be able to have this interview with you. I really appreciate you taking time out with the Single Ladies Cafe.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I remember that. That was about like 2 years ago or something, right?
Yeah, because I remember probably it was, I don't know, maybe early spring, late winter, maybe, because for some reason I still remember snow on the ground that day. But it was just
the snow on the ground, just like it is today.
Yeah, just like today. Yep, just like today. But we want to talk to you a little bit, Shea, because you're just such a phenomenal young lady. What is it like? I think what we probably should do is break it down a little bit. We'll talk about you, we'll talk about your music, and then we'll talk about your collaboration with Queen Latifah. Tell us a little bit about Shea. Who is Shea Rose?
Well, basically I'm from Boston. I was born and raised. So I'm a New Englander, and right now I'm a student at Berklee College of Music. And I'm finishing my last year, so this is my last semester in the spring. And I've been singing, really pushing my music career probably for the last 3 years or so. And I describe my style as like a female Lenny Kravitz meets Lauryn Hill. So it's rock, soul, and hip hop. So that's pretty much how I describe my music and everything that I'm doing.
Okay. Well, we absolutely love the music. So I remember the day that we were talking at the Jazz Exchange. I think at that time you were going to Greece, or you were up in the air about going to Greece at that time. And I remember you were really nervous about it. And we were like, oh, no, go, girl, go, girl. Did you ever go, and how did that pan out for you?
Yes, I can't believe you remember that. I ended up going to Athens, and I spent 4 months there through study abroad with Berklee, and it was life-changing. I mean, I had a chance to play in a totally different part of the world, and it definitely gave me a lot of more confidence and self-esteem about where my music can go. Sometimes you're so limited when you're kind of in your small town or even within the U.S., and then when you go across the other side of the globe, realize that you can be received and people what you're doing, it adds a whole other dimension of possibility. So I did go going. I was really nervous about flying, which I still am, but I got on the flight, and 6 hours later I was in a different place, and it was amazing.
Wow. Good for you. I'm glad that you had a chance to actually experience that. Traveling is great for you because one thing is we always think that we know a lot, but if you don't go anywhere and experience different cultures, and even in our own country, if you don't go to different parts of the country, you really don't know, you're limited. So I think that when you travel, it's very educational. At least that's the way that I always take it whenever I'm traveling. And I love going out, internationally. Absolutely love that. But let's talk a little bit now about your music and what actually inspired you. I know you said that you were in Berkeley, but there must have been some inspiration before you got to Berkeley. What inspired you?
I guess, I grew up listening to music in the house, like, everybody, you listen to what your parents listen to, you listen to the radio. I guess the person that the two people I was most inspired by was Whitney Houston and then Stevie Wonder. And then later on, Lauryn Hill and India Arie, and just, soul music. And then after I, kind of saturated myself in R&B and soul, I moved into listening to a lot of rock, so Jimi Hendrix and blues, like Bessie Smith, and realizing that there's not really too much of a difference between those styles of music because they're all soulful. And what I like about all of the styles of music that I kind of listed in people is that they just really wanted to express who they were to the world. So I guess I'm mostly inspired by artists, and not only just musicians and recording artists, but visual artists and dancers who really have been able to tap into who they are and to express that to people and to be able to help people heal, or, they're using their music to help others in the world. So I'm just really inspired by those who are tapped into what their gifts are, and, they're willing to kind of give that over to other people to make them happy or dance or whatever it is that music makes you do in that moment. So.
Okay. Well, how about we talk about your collaboration with Queen Latifah? We just cannot let you go without talking about that. Like, what on earth was that like? I mean, that is the queen. What is that like? How did you connect with her? We talking about UNITY. Like, well, how did you
get?
It
was amazing. It really was. It was a contest with Queen Latifah and CoverGirl, and they were looking for the next female singers, MCs, and rappers. So I got in front of my little camera on my computer and sang a song and submitted it, and I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, well, 3 or 4 months went by, and then sometime early spring of last year, I got a phone call that myself and 4 other women were hand-selected by Queen Latifah. So it was just like such an affirmation, to have her listen to what I did and say, yeah, this girl has something, or she's on the right track. And so it was just so amazing to meet her. They flew us down to Miami. We had a photo shoot, and then that photo ended up in Essence and Ebony, and it's been in a lot of issues of those magazines. And she's just such an amazing, powerful woman. She has worked so hard to define herself, not only in hip-hop, but outside of hip-hop. And she was nominated for an Oscar, and she's been on the stage, live theater, and moved into a whole jazz record. So she's just such a good role model to me, because I realize that there really is no limit to what I want to do. If I want to rap, I can rap. If I want to do rock, I can do rock. If I want to decide I want to act for 10 years, I can pursue that as well. So she's just such an amazing person, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to work with her and to re-record, UNITY with the rest of the girls.
That's awesome. And you know what, Shea, you are amazing also. You really are. I know that you've inspired other people that's just listening, and those that are in the chat. Like, you're just beautiful. You're single, right?
I am single.
So she said, you got that holla. They're in here, holla. So, I mean, you're absolutely beautiful. I remember seeing you. You were on, you went to the Essence Festival. You were on that stage, and it was just like amazing to see someone that you knew standing with Queen Latifah, that day. So I'm really proud of you. The Single Ladies Cafe is proud of you. And will you come back and talk to us when you're doing something else?
Absolutely, I will. I'd love to go to Rhode Island. I wish I could have made it today, but all of the snow,
That's okay. We'll save it for another day. I'm sure you got a lot coming. Anything coming down the line that you can talk with us about?
Yeah, right now I'm working on my first music video that I'm shooting tomorrow.
Wow.
Out with a mixtape, so that'll be out in late February.
Okay.
And I'll be on the Berkeley Performance Center stage in March for their pop rock showcase. So
wow.
My website at SheaRose.com, and I keep all the updates and blogs. And Facebook, so my Facebook is www.facebook.com/SheaRose. So all of that, and yeah.
Great, people. Listen, before you go, can you just do something a cappella for us, please?
Do you want me to sing into my phone?
Yeah, you should be able to do that. That should be easy for you.
Let's see what kind of... I was digging you all night, listen to the John Mayer tune about the train ride. When I called my sister, she told me that I was just so very corny. But if your size is tight, if your shoe size, I ain't gonna lie, it's the shape of your pretty brown eyes that scores me. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that I'm falling, falling, falling for you. I ain't gonna think about it, regret it, fret it, just gonna let it flow. I'm falling, falling, falling for you. I ain't gonna think about it, regret it, fret it, just gonna let it flow.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, that was Miss Shea Rose. Like she said, you can go to her website. If you guys need more information and you didn't catch her, you can send me something via Single Ladies Cafe at AOL.com. I'll get you whatever you need from her as soon as we can, okay? Thank you so much, Shea, for being a part of the Single Ladies Cafe and being on the show tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.